Hi, I'm Phil, and welcome to Rovensden. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be bringing you the next installment in my Judas Priest ranking of the songs amongst their discography for each record. Today is going to bring us Point of Entry. This is their album that dropped in 1981. Again, it features Rob Halford on lead vocals, KK Downing and Glenn Tipton on guitars, Ian Hill on bass, and again we have Dave Holland on the drums. Something magical is happening, or maybe not. Now, I mentioned that some of these albums I don't own because I don't ever desire to own them, or others I don't own because I've not yet acquired them, having just gotten back into trying to reacquire most of my collection about a year and a half ago now, I guess. There's certain albums that I haven't gotten a hold of. Unfortunately, this album falls into the former, but I'll save that for my ranking of the albums episode. Today I'm here to rank just the songs, and I gotta be honest, you could probably put many of these in whatever order you want, with the exception of, well, I'm jumping the gun. Before I get started, I want to let you know to go ahead and subscribe, like button, and notification bell to be notified when the next in this series drops, and leave those comments below on if you would rank these albums the same, differently, and what your rankings would be. This is just my ranking, and yours is perfectly valid as well, because it's all in the eye of the beholder, or the ear of the... Anyways, I want to know. All right, coming in at number 10 on this ranking is the second song on the second track. It's You Say Yes. I mean, overall, with this album, if you want an album filled with that schlocky 80s, like Kiss and innuendo and stuff like that, this is the album for you. But You Say Yes comes in at number 10 for me. This here is a 3-minute, 30-second song. For me, it doesn't connect. The rhythm, the drums. I appreciate artists when they're trying something different, and that's one thing I do appreciate about Judas Priest is you listen to an album from the 70s, you listen to an album from the 80s, you listen to an album from the 2000s, and they all sound very different. They do adapt, they do change, much like other artists out there. They don't stay stagnant and just fall off the face of the musical scene because every album sounds the same. And I do appreciate that about them. With this album, this song feels like it was just phoned in, and I know that's not true. I know that it takes a lot. I mean, having worked in the entertainment business myself, a lot of times you pour your blood, sweat, and tears into something, and then just to hear someone comment and say it feels like it was phoned in really cuts to the core, because you know it wasn't. And I'm positive that it probably wasn't here as well. But that's how it feels. It just doesn't feel like the Judas Priest that we've heard in their prior output for me in this song. Coming in at number 9, we have the third track on the second song, and that is All the Way. Third song on the second side. Is that what I said? It is All the Way. It's a 3-minute, 40-second song. Another, for me, just weak song with just average drumming, average rhythm. And this time they throw in the one-hand clapping. They throw in the hand claps. So I guess that's what makes it a little higher in my rankings. I don't know. Number 8, third track on the first side. It is Hot Rockin'. This comes in at 313. Yeah, just another forgettable song for me. Less memorable. This episode, keep with me, because you're going to see those top couple albums and maybe be surprised. So coming in at number 7, fourth song on the second side, Troubleshooter, 3-minute, 47 seconds. It's got a good bass opening. Finally, we're starting to see a little bit more, but it's the first song that I give a 3 out of 5, so that should tell you something. There's no variety to the song. And again, much like I've said on, I believe, 2 of the prior albums, this song for me is saved by the solo. It's worth listening to for that alone. Again, fantastic work here, craftsman's work. Coming in at number 6, we have the fourth track on the first side, that is Turning Circles. This is 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Back to the old Priest. We got some blues influence going here. And finally, it's starting to give some hope to this album for me. It's a better track than Hot Rockin', but at the end of the day, still a 3 out of 5 for me. Still a very forgettable song. But I am thankful that I'm starting to hear some positivity in how I'm going to feel about these songs on the backside here. Coming in at number 5, we have the first song on the second side, Solar Angels, comes in at 402, my first 4-star song on this album. It comes off right out the gate on that second side with a very strong riff, which is appreciated, but Halford's vocals are lacking in punch here on this song, and I hate to keep saying this, I sound like a broken record, but the solos save this track. Really, it's what helps elevate it into that top 5 for me. Coming in at number 4 is the 5th song on the second side, On the Run, 3 minutes, 42 seconds. It's a great song to end this album. The vocals and the guitar here are finally a step up, finally starting to sound like the Priest that you all know and have appreciated on their prior output. Coming in at number 3, I've put Don't Go. That's the second song on the first side, and it is a 3:17 song. It's kind of standard, but a little bit above standard for me because of that riff. It's just a nice slow riff, and then the solos kick in and just punch through the ceiling, Willy Wonka style. It's a very, very enjoyable track for that alone. Broken record. And then coming in at number 2, the 5th song on that first side, Desert Plains, 436. It's my first 5-star rating song on this album. Good rhythm, good feels, to use modern lingo. It's a pretty solid song, and I appreciate that there's finally some meat to this album that ends the first side. And that leaves one song. This is a solid 5 song out of the gate. First track, first side, and that's Heading Out to the Highway, 3:45. Again, what's up with these classic songs that are shorter than I remember them? Amazing. But this is a classic rock and roll song. Good drum fills are in here, and this is stadium rock at its finest. I only wish the rest of the album could have lived up to that opening track, and I guess that's why they did it. They lead you up with that top track, and you're hoping the rest will match. But I'm glad to have said that I made it through the entire album, and I ranked these songs. I'm curious, am I off my rocker on this? Do you guys think more highly of this album? Although you don't know where I put it in my overall ranking, coming much later. But would you rank the songs different? Would Heading Out to the Highway be your number 1, or would it be elsewhere on this album? Leave your comments below. I'm very curious to know. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, I'm Phil. Go ahead and like and subscribe as I mentioned. And remember, there's magic in those grooves. I'll see you next time.